Hey, you, welcome back to the channel. And guys, today we're going to talk about why I feel Electroneum is the best cryptocurrency right now, why I think that it's the top pick for 2018, and why I feel that it surpasses some of my other picks. And we'll talk about that a little bit. First, I just want to say that anytime you're dealing with cryptocurrencies, always do your due diligence. Don't run out and purchase something because I say it's a good pick. Do your own research, and maybe we can come to the same conclusion. So let's first talk about one of the cryptocurrency I had placed for number one in the top spot, and that was the Waves platform or Waves cryptocurrency. Now, Waves is a decentralized exchange. It's very user friendly. And although it's not my number one pick at this time, it would now be number two as it was number one. Waves being decentralized exchange, which is the way I think a lot of the trading of cryptocurrencies is going to have to end up at. Not only that, Waves allows for anyone without regulations of any sort to create their own cryptocurrency coin, which makes perfect sense. A lot of people in the cryptocurrency space wanted to regulate which coins are brought to attention, which coins get ICO. And I don't think that the cryptocurrency area is the place to be doing that. We've left that behind when we're dealing with various securities. We have had many regulations, and that hasn't went over well in every case. And so cryptocurrency, I believe, is the place where we need to experiment with various ways to raise capital for ingenuity, for a lot of startup companies and businesses that needs to raise capital without stringent and strict regulations. And Waves is allowed to do that by having these token sales, these crowd sales, and these fundraising platform, if you will, situation. So, but not only that, it's also a very user-friendly decentralized exchange. I've had many problems in the past using other decentralized exchanges, and Waves, I believe, does the best in that area. So Waves is just a triple threat. It does everything right in that area, and I think everybody's are going to slowly start to see the power of Waves. With all that said, at the end of the day, when we're dealing with the cryptocurrency space, even though all those features are good, we need the good technology. All of this doesn't matter if you don't have mass adoption. And without good marketing, you won't have good mass adoption. When it comes to education and marketing in the cryptocurrency space, when it comes to an industry, I feel cryptocurrency has done the worst job at that. Many billionaires have been made in the cryptocurrency space. Why hasn't it dawned on anyone as of yet to come up with a superb marketing plan and coin that solves the problems and of mass adoption, gets the word out to the masses, helps them understand why this is a better medium of trade, why this is a better place to store your money, and why this is a much safer way to transfer money, right? And the cryptocurrency space hasn't done that well at all, I don't think. So even though Waves was my number one pick, Waves hasn't, it will only be as good as how many people are in the cryptocurrency space, right? It will only be of service to people who already use cryptocurrency. But as far as getting people in the industry, it's pretty much just serving the people who are already in it, right? It's not doing anything to get people in, which is going to be most important. My other top pick was Steemit. A lot of people know I talk about Steemit a lot. I do all my posts and information through Steemit, and Steemit is a great concept. It's a good idea, but Steemit is a very complicated system for mass adoption. I don't think they quite understand how complicated Steemit is. Not only how complicated it is, but how time-consuming Steemit is. So, whereas Steemit isn't my number 1 or number 2 pick, Steemit might actually be my number 3 pick, and that has a lot to do with the what's coming up with the smart media tokens, as there are going to be a lot of different people coming up with different ideas on how to use the Steem blockchain. So I think that's going to answer the call. But I went 5 minutes talking about how I'm arriving at Electroneum as my number 1 pick, and why these other picks had been, my top. Because I think it's important that I mention those guys in order that I make a case for Electroneum, and that we need to understand this in the full context of the entire cryptocurrency space and what's going to be important overall to having a successful cryptocurrency market. And that is point blank, no matter how much technology to move money better comes in, no matter how many geniuses come in and come up with various algorithms and faster ways to move transactions and how many are processed, what's going to be paramount is how many wallets you have, a coin has. How many wallets can you get? How many wallets can your network efficiently hold? And many other of these coins, they just aren't efficient for mass adoption. They just aren't. So this is going to move us to massive wallets, user friendliness. This is moving us into Electroneum. Electroneum answers all of those. If you think about Electroneum, Electroneum has gathered about over 1 million wallets now, and they've done that in just a few months, right? Over the course of several months, beating out Facebook. It got its Electroneum has gotten 1 million accounts before Facebook has got their first 1 million. Whereas companies have taken years to get 1 million accounts, Electroneum has knocked it out of the park. And why is that? That's because not only is Electroneum super user friendly, Electroneum is going after the smartphone market. We do not have time anymore. Nobody has time. Everybody's constantly on their smartphones, constantly on the move, right? And so you need to be able to be in a space that can quickly educate you, that you can quickly use without a lot of circles to get the type of mass adoption that you need. People love when they can quickly understand something and use it, and without going through several months of training, right? So this is where Electroneum is going to win in this game overall. Its mining applications, it uses a simulated mining, so you don't have to do all this crazy waste of energy with rigs and various things. With all of these people that are gathering up, nearly 150,000 of the wallet holders are mining Electroneum. It's very easy to just it's no learning. You just download it and you run it, right? And then it's built on the Monero code, so it's got the privacy token software going, right? Now there are 21 billion Electroneum, but Electroneum also as well uses a 2-place decimal system, just like fiat currency uses, right? So that's going to tie in even better to mass adoption, right? So these are just some of the reasons why I think Electroneum is going to win, why Electroneum is going to have 10 million wallets, 20 million wallets, 100 million wallets, right? Possibly 1 billion users at some point in time. And that's because of how it's set up. So when we're considering in the long run, what's going to be a coin that is going to be able to allow for mass adoption, which in turn is what's going to create success in the end. Now, you take something like Bitcoin that's been around now for since like 2008, 2009. Bitcoin in the marketplace for Bitcoin, where it has it's grown. Bitcoin has a lot of time to over decade now to reach a mass amount of people, to drive home the message that it makes more sense. It's safer to transfer your money this way. It's safer to store value this way. It's safer than gold. It's safer than any commodity, right? And we failed at that message. We failed to deliver that message. And I think Electroneum can deliver that message not only in a faster span of time, but it'll just make a lot more sense on how they're, how they're going about it, especially the way things are today. So that's my case for Electroneum and why overall. Now, another thing that's very interesting, if you're just coming at Electroneum from the investment standpoint, as we look, it's down about 7%, 7.86% today. That is, overall, the entire market is down. So that's kind of normal. But if you look at the price of Electroneum, it's at 0.019, right? It's 1 cent, almost 2 cents. It ICO'd at 1 cent, right? Has never seen 1 cent since it ICO'd. It has seen upwards of 20 cents. So that's 20 times the investment that some people calculate it might could go to 34 cents. Now, there's also been a lot of outrageous claims that it could hit 10, 20, 30 bucks. All of which, many people think are ridiculous, that people are dreaming. But what does seem to be in the scope of realism is about $1, right? It's about 30 cents. Now, you think about that, that's like 100 times your investment by the point it ICO. Another thing, the price is very attractive. So if you buy in at about 1 cent, it goes to 2 cents, you've doubled your investment. And Electroneum's doing good in communication. It's working on many other projects. It's making announcements, and it's very active with marketing and with the public, something that's going to be important in the cryptocurrency space. So when we think about cryptocurrencies and speculating, and we think about investment and various things like that, I hope we put the entire cryptocurrency idea in context and understand exactly what it is we're doing here. Because right now, how I'm seeing a lot of what's going on with cryptocurrency, with the exception of what's happening with Electroneum, is I see a pool of people, not a large pool of people, that's basically trading money back and forth with each other. And it's the same people, it's the same tech people, right? That's creating all these algorithms and creating these various coins and creating all this technology, right? But it's basically the same people. We're not introducing an entire lot of people, at least not at the rate I'd like to see it. And I think this could be delivered much faster, much more efficiently. I come from a camp of where I believe a salesman can sell anything, right? That you can, anything can be sold, anything can be marketed. And I think cryptocurrency is a good sale if done correctly. And so I think Electroneum is focusing more on that area of adoption, of mass adoption, where you can have so many millions of accounts. People are just now forced to come to the table on cryptocurrency and say, hey, this is something very significant, and this is going to turn out to be something that is going to be something we need. At certain stages, we haven't made a really good case for needing cryptocurrency, right? We've made cases for its usability and its use cases and the utility of it, but we haven't created the sense of urgency yet, with the exception of if you go over to foreign lands where there are severe economic distresses, where there are problems with trusting bank accounts and trusting banks at all, right? Or having bank accounts, right? So only in those areas have we made a good use case. but we haven't made great use cases to the masses, and we haven't made it user friendly enough. But Electroneum does that. Just pull out your smart device, start mining, and you don't even have to buy the tokens. You can receive these tokens through your mining, through the simulated mining, and also you can also by using these applications, create an opportunity for this to be a very valuable coin and be a way that it is monetized in ways we haven't seen before. Whereas a lot of cryptocurrency tokens, as I've seen, Steemit being one of them, depend a great deal on the investor to keep the community going. Good business models need not depend on money coming in. Good business models create money, right? And so I think Electroneum has a good ability to do that. So, that's my case for Electroneum, guys. If you're not open to investing in Electroneum, just go ahead and download the app on your smart device. It doesn't drain your batteries. It doesn't slow your phone down. It's all simulated. It's not really mining, but just download the application. Use my referral code. You'll get more coins that way. And I'm not just saying that. That's just how the system's built. But you do that, and you can start owning these tokens free, even if you don't only mine one. I probably mine about 12 or 13 a day or something. But even if you just mine one, and this does turn out later to be some great token, right? Hasn't cost you anything. You have so many Electroneum tokens just from it running in the background of your smartphone you got to use anyway. So that's why I think you should be involved in this. I think you got so much to gain and very little to lose. And with that said, guys, I'm going to close out with that. I think that's my case for Electroneum. Of course, do your own research, come to your own conclusions. But if you come to the conclusion that I've just come to, hopefully you will get involved with Electroneum with your smart device. You don't have to wait. You can start today, right? Guys, that's all I want to say. If you like content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, take care.